Hi, welcome to episode 5 of the Megacorp. Today we're going to make some swords, gather some money, and see where we're going to head today. I hope the batteries will get researched soon, geothermal reactors I mean, and I'm going to check out where we're going to trade. So Badger has a restock in 24 hours. 24 days, and these two towns we never visited so far, so there are a lot of options available. And next thing will be though to smithy those swords, or smith those swords, I think that's right. Okay. But I should be forcing Theodore a little bit into the important work. Then again, he's my only handler, and if he wants to go train some animals, I sure don't want to interrupt that, because I consider that a very important job to do. Sooner I get those donkeys fully trained, the sooner they will be very, very useful for everybody. I need some animal handler. That's what I need. So... oh, that was the wrong table. I didn't want to do stones there. Okay, well, Theodore is sure not ready to complete the whole sword today, but I want to do a start here. I installed some mod which makes trading with weapons more profitable, and I'm quite curious how well this will work out. And we're having a nice surplus of materials here. I'm going to suspend these jobs for now, because iron is also a good material to use raw, to do weapons out of, and furniture, walls even. It's only a little bit less useful, or well, less efficient than steel. But yeah, steel is still better, and there are a lot of things that which you just can't do with iron because it's not compatible. There are some arrow fleet, and we're having 12 days worth of food. Pretty amazed that this is 12 days. Wow. Okay. But if the mods say so, it must be true. Alright, so here are the living areas next up, and let's see. Rissa is down to the research, and I really want her on that job as much as possible. Mincott is cooking and doing art, and constructing. Yeah, well. And Theodore is on the crafting job. I really need more people. I just noticed that Theodore has way too much workload, but I don't have enough people available to fulfill the jobs more properly. It will always end with something not being done as good as I wanted to. So, well, it'll pass. I just need some money to hire some people from the Megacorp next door. That's what I need. And now he's doing the Gladius. Wonderful. Alright, with these materials I should be able to do a lot. Great. And okay. This works out. Cool. I'm gonna need some more logs soon. Oh man, so much to do. I need more people. Can I smelt weapons? Yeah, I can do. Let's configure that. Allow non-loaded. No. I'm gonna allow pretty much all loaded melee weapons, with the exception of laser swords, plasma swords, monoswords, Zeus hammers. Yeah, that's it. This stuff will be all smeltered from now on. Wonderful. These configurations are super useful. Okay, let's check out the first weapon. Something along the day for sure. We need robots to do this. How about that? Crafting robots. There's a long way to go. But until then, the first Gladius was of good quality. Nice. So these things are worth 79 bucks. Let's see how much I can sell them off. Meanwhile, we keep training the donkeys. Alright, this one is now battle ready. I'm going to give them... Oh yeah, okay, have their configuration now. I'm going to send them to on follow, because this is quite important. Okay. Well, things are getting done slowly, but they're getting done. What can I do? Let's see. I could let Mincot do some art. That should be something good. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to interrupt his or her, I don't know, work process here. Wood logs, no. Stone blocks, no. I'm going to make some iron sculptures, like 5 of them. These will be the first batch. 5 swords, 5 sculptures. And Mincot has a pretty high priority on... it's a she. I have a permanent gender confusion while playing Rimworld. It's just happening. And why is there no light? I mean, seriously, we are working in complete darkness here. That's unbearable. Alright. There we go. Let's maybe build another one next to the science table. I mean, come on, poor Rissa has to work in the complete darkness. And doing art in complete darkness, too. Okay, that's better. Look at them go, working together as 3. I want to do some flooring, and I want to do some, well, I want to do some thinking here. Considering that this is pretty much in the center of the colony, I might as much assume that this will stay the kitchen in the future. We have the freezer here installed already, so let's check out for some nice kitchen floor. Plastic. I love it. Something checkered would be nice. Alright. So sadly I can't use these tiles with all the stones that I can mine. Arabesque would be also pretty decorative. Herringbone. Herringbone. Or the checkered ones, but I really like the checkered ones. So let's see if we have 2 vanilla typed stones here. We do have granite. So if I don't have 2 types of vanilla stones, the whole idea is over before it began. But I do have the rock trade enabled, so we can buy those stones if we need to. I got everything covered here. I took a long preparation for this mod list, and it was so sad when it went down a few days ago for a while. The mod was disappeared for around 5 days, and I was already pretty concerned that all this love and passion I put up for this series would have been for nothing, but for some reason it just went down for a few days and went up now, so everything's fine. The mod is continued. I'm happy. I hope you're happy too, because this is one of the series I really enjoy a lot, because we have a long-term goal here. We have a bigger picture, and well, why is Mincut not doing art? For God's sake, because she's cooking. Okay. It seems to me that I should micromanage this bunch a little bit more. And the storage area has to be expanded. This is rather puny, don't you think? Okay. So let's expand the storage area. Ooh, maybe not into this dimension. I want to keep the firing range for the turrets free. So we rather expand into this dimension. This way, the turrets can have free shooting range still. It's important to me. There we go. But I don't have any serpentinite chunks cut in a larger scale, so it's going to take a few days until this is done. Although, we could just cut some. I mean, let's give Rissa a special shift. Why not? Because I'm going to split off a lot of these things out of this storage room. Like, the wood won't be lying here around forever. The textiles won't be lying around here forever. But whatever might be the case, I really like to have some kind of central storage space where all the odd things come together. Like, one spot where everything that has no certain spot will be found. Yeah, I think that's the best description I can come up with. This is some specific storage zone I kind of like having every one of my runs, and I can't live without it, but I really do love specialized storage zones as well. So this whole colony or factory will be a pretty interesting challenge to me, because I have never ever tried to optimize a Rimworld colony to like maximize its output in terms of crafting things, in terms of how quick we can do things. I never did that because I'm a lazy person, I admit that, and because of that I never had the urge to press these things harder, because, well, you can play this game in a pretty steady but lazy pace as well, so I might as much assume that the developer of this game was a lazy person as well, but I'm not sure. Whatever might be the case, bottom line is, I'm really looking forward to this challenge of, look at me, God. Come on, break those walls, of optimizing this place and earning some money while doing so and having some fun. It's going to be a very interesting twist of things to me. These poor colonists. Sometimes they just do things like that. She would have been lying there the whole night, unable to free herself. Poor chicken. You do the roof here, and then you can go to sleep. Okay, there we go. I wouldn't have forced her to do that if she wouldn't been that intelligent to wall herself in, because then this wouldn't have been necessary. She would have been standing outside and going to bed as everybody else. Well, now the storage is completed. I don't want to be too mean here. So, 3 of them swords are already done. That's cool. We're producing them in a really, really quick pace. It's pretty cool. But I really noticed that I'm going to need more specialized technologies. So, pickaxe. These are equipment items which will speed up the working process for the people who wield that. So since Rissa is my top priority miner, I'm going to give her some good pickaxe. So with good pickaxe, I mean some proper materials, in this case steel. I'm going to assign that to Theodore as well. So I'm not using the colony manager mod yet, but I will, promise. But right now I'm still following the idea that these guys are still at their beginner's phase, and Theodore doesn't live as a manager yet. He still has to work as well with the others. That's the idea behind that. Because Theodore is a kind person. I treat him like that, but he's also trigger happy, so we're going to kill a lot of stuff. Ain't that great? He's a friendly shooter. Best person ever. Okay, so we actually have a lot of things living here. But, well, I chose the temperate forest for a reason, because I just want to earn money, and since Theodore is a capitalist, he went for some good spot of land when he bought this planet. Well, maybe this is not completely his planet, but he thinks it is his planet, you know? It's all in your perception. You need to have a great vision. He certainly has. So, but I'm a little bit insecure about the financial power we're having right now. So these iron sculptures are actually worth a penny. That's good. So let's check out the art. This work portrays Theodore Joe waiting in a chair, gently massaging his wrists. A white aurora shines in the background. The scene takes place on the outskirts of a hamlet. The work conveys the emotions of emptiness. This artwork relates to Theodore playing games at Horseshoe Pin. Wait a sec. I think Mincott has a crush on him, and is quite sad that he turns her down. Is there any possibility that they could be right about this? They really like each other. Whatever. But yeah, they rebuffed me, you see? That piece of art. The emotions of emptiness. That gave it away, Mincott. Well, I do like the random generator of this game. It doesn't really aim to fit, but it is a text spinner software which actually has so many factors implemented that for some odd reason the mix-up can be somehow applied to the people in your colony. It's a constant source of fun to me, and I hope it is for you as well. If you're down into Rimworld art like me, feel free to drop down a comment below. I would deeply appreciate if there are some other art lovers beside me. I don't know. But I really do dig the Rimworld art. Alright. Apart from that, life is quite boring at the factory these days. We're not getting things done too quickly. I really want to send off a caravan, and I have 850 bucks, yet still, I feel like with these items, I'm afraid I can't afford a quality worker yet. So, man, it's hard. The other option would be to start selling raw materials, but we are no wholesale. We are a factory, you know. We're not selling raw materials. We're selling goods. So this is no option for Theodore, I'm afraid. So there. So wait a sec. Rissa first tried to land the crush on Theodore, and then he turned away. Then Theodore got second thoughts, and then she was already... Man, this place. We should definitely hire some male personnel. These women are driving this man crazy. He tries to stay focused on his work. but that's not really the problem in this scenario, because polyamorous couples are not a thing in the Rimworld yet. We have to bring some partners for everybody. I just realized that I forgot to cut wood. Not good. Okay, so let's refuel the first generator. How much time do we have? I have a few logs here. Okay, we're in a forest anyways. Cutting wood is merely a chore, not a problem. Okay. Well, those chairs certainly don't get built out of nothing. Okay. The chairs will help my colonists to feel more comfortable. Or should I say workers? Employees. Employee is the right term, I think. Okay, so Minkot is doing art until the depth of night. And, well, I think it's going to be enough if Theodore cuts the trees tomorrow. We have power until the next day. Still 16 and 18 hours left. Pretty sure that until the evening Theodore will be able to do that. So Minkot, what's the next piece of art? A poor one. Well, still worth almost 100 bucks. A Minkot of blue. On this sculpture is a representation of Minkot Muthkatingish. Okay. Polishing the surface of a small sculpture while wiping the sweat from her forehead. Minkot lifts the small sculpture seemingly without effort. The image contrasts destruction with fellowship. Besides that, the scene takes place on the outskirts of a town. This artwork refers to Minkot completing work on a small sculpture. Yeah, right. So, making art about making art. Man, that's creative. Not. But I don't mind. It's art for sale, so she can do whatever she wants to do. I'm satisfied with that. People out there won't notice. Okay, what about the donkey training? So seems like art is a product we can sell safely as well. Good thing about art, nearly every trader buys it. Bad thing about art, beauty attracts raiders. So, whenever I do art, my favorite strategy is to produce batches of it and then sell them off as quickly as possible to reduce the time I have a bigger amount of beauty in my colony as much as I can. I mean, overall, it's only part of the equation, so the raider frequency and the attacks are determined by a lot of things. The overall beauty rating you have available in your colony is only one of those numbers, together with wealth and how long the game's already rolling, the difficulty you're playing, the storyteller you're playing with. Those are all factors in the great equation of events, so it's not that terrible to have a few units of beauty. But if you're amassing sculptures like crazy, and you're getting a lot of raids, and they are quite big, that's why. Okay. Somebody told me in the commentaries that a good way to do art is also to start several large sculptures and let them get done until the work is almost gone, and finish them all after the colonist has reached a pretty high art value. This has this is such a great idea that I want to feature it in this episode, because this has two really big advantages. No, actually three. The first one is it's a bunch of micromanagement, and you need to get down to that. That's not really an advantage, but I wanted to pretend like it was one. No, but jokes aside, you get to have art and you only get the pressure of the beauty in the moment when you complete the whole batch. The unfinished things are practically worthless. And the best thing about that, that's the third advantage, is the quality of the item gets determined when the work gets done. So basically, the higher the level is when they get the last touch on it, the better. So that's just something I wanted to mention because I thought it was so great. I wanted to share that in this video as a kind of thanks. So, next art. This carving portrays Lobidoo Thertox. Who the hell was that? Wounded with a coiled anaconda with quick, efficient movements. Thertox is covered in innards. The focused structure of the image almost conflicts with its complex and realistic style. This depiction refers to Rissa wounding Thertox with a coiled anaconda. Great art. Sure. The picture of a man covered in innards. I mean, if we look at that, it's even looking gross. Look at that. Do you see that? It even looks like a pile of... Oh my goodness. I hope they buy this. This gory art. Okay. Okay, Mincod. Whatever feels great for you. I just hope they buy it. Wow, that came unexpected. I was expecting some more vanilla flavored love fluff and not something like this. But I gotta admit, a coiled anaconda sure makes some mess. I mean, oh, a loading moment. Is this a raid or a quest? It is a quest. The monumental structure. Oh, somebody from Ludian.com wants a structure to be built. So we would get 3 corporate favor for that. And we get to do that in 15 days. Alright, great. We're going to do that. But I'm going to delay that as well. I mean, this thing is, let's see. Metallic materials, metallic woody stony, and some of those. Okay. Great. Gonna do that, but quests like these, I like to delay the accepting as long as I can. What's expiring there? The deserter? No. We're following the royal codes and whatever, yada yada. Mincod has got that. The Empire, those are just a bunch of traditionalists with a high-tech gear. Theodore doesn't mind them too much. But he doesn't want to offend them either. Alright. And being able to call in a strike force of these guys one day sure might be a valuable asset as well. So, let's refuel those engines. I really want to replace them as soon as possible, but I'm stalling my progress right now actively because I don't want to expend malaria. Oh, hi, Mr. Sickly. So yeah, that's another wonderful trait of him. He's got malaria. Okay. You get you're going to lie down now, Theodore. You can take a bite and okay, take your meatballs when you need them. Gross. Okay, so we have to set up a treatment plan here. Rissa is a real good doctor, so awesome. Since I have them, I'm going to use the high-tech meds. Or do I have industrial tech meds? No, sadly not. Okay. Main reason behind that is with high-tech meds, I'm going to get a very high percentage of success. And this increases the immunity gain speed as much as possible. And I don't want to lose his workforce for so long, you know. And also, if we get attacked, if he has a nice advantage on the sickness, it's not going to be that terrible if we have to fight for a few hours while he can't rest in his bed. Also quite important. Okie doke. I mean, well, almost done, hey? We're having 3 of 5 sculptures done, so I guess once the sculptures are done, I'm going to send a caravan off anyways. The donkeys don't get trained now, sadly, but that's the biggest problem here. Immunity gain is super quick in this scenario. I'm going to spend 1 more unit of Blidworld meds on this. It's a little bit much, I admit, but, well, I would use industrial meds if I had them. I would actually prefer them, but I don't want to use herbals. Because even though Orisa is a good doctor, sometimes the herbal meds just deliver bad results. Okay, next one, Minkut's Darkness. Oh, that just sounds dreary. This sculpture represents Minkut Muthkatingish, adding surface detail to a small sculpture while covered in grime. The small sculpture is intricately detailed. This illustration relates to Minkut completing work on a small sculpture. Okay, so she's completely lost all form of deeper inspiration. This, my friends, is the spirit of industrial art. Anyways, it will earn us a few bucks. And with this money, I don't know, should I visit my the Lindstorm estates? If that doesn't sound like slave traders to you, it sure does to me. Or I'm going to visit the other guys. It's going to be quite easy. Are they buying my stuff or not? So, weapons. All manner of guns. Oh man, this is such a nice mod. I'm using it the first time it's the 20th century weapons mod. I never used it because I shied away from the vast amount of weapons that get added there. But this time, I wanted to try it for once. I mean, I'm not really a gun nerd or such, but I like technology, yeah, so. Where are pieces of art listed? Are they buildings? I mean, they could be. Yeah, they are buildings. So, my items would be accepted at the Megacorp. So, Marissa is on the treatment. Wonderful. So, as you see here, I already have like 14% up the malaria there. So I'm speeding up the healing process by a lot. So, last one, Cubic of Death. This carving depicts a cone surrounded by lines. The scene takes place in the middle of a hamlet. This is maybe the most artsy piece of art she did during this series. Okay, whatever might be the case, we're going to send off a caravan now. I'm going to send Minkot, I guess, or Rissa. No, Minkot, because I need Rissa as a doctor over here. But I mean, Minkot has a charged rifle. We'll go with 2 donkeys. That's okay. That should be okay. So, pack up the survival meals. Pack up the meatballs. And, well, I'm not selling raw materials. Sticking to the plan. And we're getting the swords, the money, and that's that. I'm going to keep the poor Lee Enfield here. Or, no, actually not. I'm going to sell that as well. And we're going to go over here. I want to visit those guys. Did I visit them before? I forgot. No, never visited. Okay. So let's pay our visit to the Lindstorm Estates. Man. Alright. Mad Wild Boars. Okay, but 3 of them. Okay. This is something we got to take care of. Wild boars are certainly nothing to trifle with. I mean, I'm pretty sure we can deal with them quite easily, but the most important thing to me here is to keep Mincot out of the line of fire here, because I don't want that her caravan start gets delayed. Well, because she's wounded or such. Okay, that's that. Alright, friend. That's that. Okay, we lost that quest. Well, let's check that out. Animal needs treatment. Whoa. Okay. That came quite unexpected. Yeah, wild boars. Fun, hey? The best part about them, they are one of the few animals that can just inflict bleeding wounds, even though they are well, biting animals or real predatory animals. Their tusks deal a lot of damage as well. Nasty boggers. So, there we go. And I'm going to end this episode here, my friends. We're going to pay our visit to the Lindstorm Estates in episode 6. I hope you're enjoying the ride. I sure do. And feel free to drop me a comment down below if you have any ideas what we should do here or not do, or whatever you have on your mind. I'd love to hear from you guys. And as usual, I really appreciate your help by liking this video, sharing it with your friends, or even subscribing to my channel. Do whatever feels great to you, and, well, I hope you come back for the next one as well. See you guys. Bye-bye.